Welcome to the 2019 Homes by Architects Tour Volunteer Orientation and Training video. I'm Angie McKinley, Program Director at AIA Minnesota and Manager of the Homes by Architects Tour. If you don't already have your training packet in front of you, please pause the video now and make sure you have the packet available for reference. Thank you for being a part of this year's tour. We rely on over 50 volunteers each year to make this tour a success. The event is held annually and draws more than 2,200 people. The goal of the tour is to help the public better understand the value of architect-led design in our community. This year, we will showcase 13 new and remodeled homes. As a volunteer, you'll be stationed at a table near the entrance to your tour home. If the weather is poor, your table will be moved to a sheltered location like a garage or indoors. Your table should include a chair, a supply of tour tickets, tour programs, tote bags, a black zippered cash bag, and a red folder containing information and resources for you. Your role as a volunteer includes greeting guests, keeping account of how many people visit your home, selling tickets when necessary, helping guests understand where to enter the home and what to wear on their feet while touring the home, and answering general questions about the tour. The red folder I mentioned earlier has important information inside, so be sure to locate it at the check-in table as you begin your shift. Inside, you'll find a copy of the training packet you're looking at now, a packet of blank ticket record sheets, a stack of blank credit card slips, information about the other volunteers who are working at the home during the weekend, and a contact list of tour organizers. Utilize this list if you run low on supplies, have a question, or need help with an issue. You can call or text the individuals on the list. This year, we will use event wristbands in place of the paper tickets we used to give visitors. Since this is a major change, we will give you a large number of extra wristbands in case people lose or forget theirs. Be generous with giving guests a second wristband if necessary. Many guests will already have a wristband when they visit your home. Tickets purchased in advance are mailed to the ticket purchasers along with a tour program. Each wristband is stamped with a unique 5-digit number. We'll talk about that more later. For all the guests visiting your home, they should have a wristband, a tour program, and a tote bag if they wish. Each home has a limited supply of bags to give out. Guests may put their shoes in the bags when touring the home, gather flyers and brochures in it, and store their shoe covers. Once your bag supply has run out, we aren't able to restock. On the first page of your training packet, you will see outlined 3 different situations you're likely to encounter during your shift. You will track those situations differently on your ticket record sheet. You can find an example of the ticket record sheet on page 3 of your packet. This is where you will track every guest that comes to your home. Many guests will have a wristband when they come to your table. In that case, simply mark an X in the first column on the left, 1 line for each visitor. This helps us keep a tally of attendance at each home. A second situation you might encounter is when a guest has purchased tickets on the website in the last 48 hours after the time when their tickets could be mailed to them. In this case, the guest will present a purchase confirmation email. Showing it to you on their phone or in print are both acceptable. You will give the guest the number of wristbands indicated in the email in exchange. To record this kind of transaction, write down the 5-digit number from each wristband you issue and circle the ticket type. F is for full tour ticket. S is for a student or a child over 5. Student tickets are $10 each instead of the $20 for a full tour ticket. In the notes column, write in the 5-digit confirmation number shown at the top of the guest's email. A third situation is when a guest wishes to purchase a ticket. When recording this transaction, write in the wristband number or numbers you handed out, the type of tickets they purchased, the amount that was paid by the guest, and the form of payment they used to make their payment. We will accept cash, checks made payable to AIA Minnesota, or credit cards of all types. You will have a supply of credit card slips in your folder, which the guest may fill out with their account information. Place any completed slips in your black cash bag. Notice near the bottom of the sample record sheet, a single home admission is recorded. In this case, a guest may visit one home for $10. Do not issue a wristband for this transaction, but do mark the sale on your ticket record sheet. You may find a VIP list in the red folder at your home. It will include a list of names and indicate whether those guests are to receive a full tour ticket or be admitted to your home only. If someone identifies themselves as being on the list, simply mark the box next to the name and issue a wristband if they are entitled to one. They will not need to pay any money. Write in VIP on the ticket record sheet to record guests of this type. The black zippered cash bag at each home contains $200 in starting cash. This is where you will store any money you take in during your shift, including checks and credit card slips. Please count the money in this bag when you start your shift and when you end your shift. Once you total your money, record the totals on the cash accounting sheet seen in your packet on page 2. Sign the sheet and ask an architect or firm employee inside the home to sign it as well. Give the cash bag to the architect or firm employee at the end of the day for safekeeping. Tour rules are printed in the tour program on page 5 and also can be found at the end of your training packet. Please encourage your guests to read the rules before entering the home. It's important for our guests to know the shoe cover policy. Visitors should remove their shoes before entering a home and wear a clean, unused pair of socks or the shoe covers provided. No bare feet are allowed. Encourage guests to take their shoe covers with them to their next stop. This helps reduce waste and keeps ticket prices low. If you are scheduled to volunteer at Home 4, be aware that you can only get to the home by riding a shuttle bus. The shuttle ride is just a few minutes long, but please plan 10 to 15 minutes extra time to catch the bus and ride to the home. Buses will begin their routes before the tour begins each day and will continue throughout the end of the day. If you are volunteering at homes 6 or 10, note on the driving directions attached to my email that there are instructions for parking at a designated lot near those homes. You'll want to plan a few extra minutes to walk the 0.2 of a mile from the parking lot to the tour home. As a volunteer, you receive free admission to all tour homes all weekend long. If you attended a live training session, your name tag will serve as your ticket. If you will not be attending one, a wristband will be mailed to you at the address you provided, except for those volunteers who work a Saturday morning shift. In that case, your name tag will be waiting for you in the red folder at your home. If you see others wearing Homes by Architects Tour name tags, please allow them to visit the home free of charge. Record them on the record sheet with an X and write in volunteer on the notes column. You're welcome to bring food and beverage with you to your shift and dress comfortably for the weather. When you arrive at your shift, if time permits, feel free to tour the home and introduce yourself to the architect and staff. If you find you cannot fulfill your shift, you are responsible for finding a substitute. Thank you again for donating your time to help make this event so successful. If you have questions that were not answered in this video, please feel free to contact me by phone or email.